We are live. Do you want to be happy? Just getting off. Do you want to be happy? Yes. Do you want to be happy? I want to be happy. I don't know about you, but I want to be happy. I'm so excited this day that I'm able to just be excited about just waking up in Atlanta to living this morning. That enough, it gets me excited, right? And so we are at 12 noon. At 12 noon, I told you we're going to jump on. And I told you I'm going to do this. I'm dedicated to it. And I'm not dedicated because of myself. I'm dedicated because I have young people that I am doing this for. It is not for me. It is not for my own sake, but it is for the young people that, again, I told y'all yesterday that I'm going to forever be advocating for. So I'm excited. Here we go. Let me turn this one down. This song that just came on before y'all got on, it was Kirk Franklin, and he says, if you're tired of things being the same, you are tired of always being unhappy, if you are tired of that, he says, he knows just how you feel. He said, but let Jesus take the wheel, right? And that's more easier said than done. But I am clear that although I may have to give him the wheel, God the wheel, to go ahead and ride this car, I do know there is a part that I have to play. I don't know about you, but I get into cars sometimes and I have to be the passenger. And I tell people all the time, as a passenger, I feel that there is a job for me to even do in this space of being a passenger. So we're talking about a car, we're talking about a ride, and we're talking about we ain't the driver, but we are asking God to be the wheel and the driver, but we are in this passenger seat. And we have a job to do in this passenger seat. In this passenger seat, I tell people when we're going on long trips, the passenger have to stay awake. In these long trips, and when I go with my husband, I'm the passenger. I have to also make sure that if it's a time for him to eat, that I'm opening up the can so he can have some peanuts, if that's the can or that we opening. If it's him wanting to try to grab something to eat, it is my job to make sure we set it real clear so he can still stay on the road, right? So anything we need to do to stay on the path, we need to stay on the road. My job as a passenger is just to do that. I am telling some of you guys today, and this is what I've been doing as I've been getting on, is saying, as your coach, I want to coach you into a better space in life. And it is part of my job and my duty is to constantly give you guys what I know. I know this about being a passenger. I know this about being the passenger of your life is that there are roles for you to play. There is some things for you to do. And if you miss the opportunity to do it, you're going to find yourself in some situations. So here's one of the things that I want to bring up today is decluttering. Yes, as a passenger in this part of life, there's some decluttering that you have to do. As a passenger driving this life, there is some decluttering. Understand what I mean by decluttering. I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking about your kitchen. You're thinking about your closet. And you're thinking about, man, yeah, there is some decluttering that I've had to do, right? In decluttering, you looking at a space that's untidy. Right? You see stuff everywhere. That's what clutter looks like, right? And so clutter means there's paper, there's this, there's that, there's this, there's that. And like, again, in the closet, there's this, there's that. You have to get into a space to just sit still sometimes and declutter. Some of us are not getting to our next because we are dealing with clutter. Here it goes. You're dealing with clutter. And here's some of the clutter. Negative thinking. Some of us dealing with negative thinking. Can we declutter that? Can we put that in the giveaway bag? Can we give it away? Can we throw it away? Matter of fact, don't even give it away to nobody with this negative thinking. Throw it away, right? You got 3 bins. You're going to have to throw away some things. You're going to have to give away some things. And there's some things that you're going to keep. But in order for you to be able to get to your next in life, there are some roles that you must play. And that is, here I go again, taking away the clutter of your life. All right, so we said taking away your clutter of your life gives you the opportunity to get rid of. I said get rid of the negative thinking. That negative thinking, you know what that is. Decluttering. It's a hit the delete button. Okay. That is a way. I believe that's what you're saying. this is my spiritual father speaking on this one too. I do believe in this decluttering space. So we got 3 boxes we talked about, right? We're going to throw away some stuff, we're going to give away some stuff, and we're going to keep some stuff. So we are throwing away that. We are throwing away the negative thoughts. The thoughts that says, I can't do it. The thoughts that says, I'm not good enough. The thoughts that says, I don't have what it takes to do this. The thoughts that says, God, I know you showed me the vision, but the things ain't, I don't got enough time for it. All of that is negative thinking to the purpose that you're trying to get to in life. How about, I don't have enough money. Okay. Like again, we don't have people that God will raise up to be able to bless you. Right. When you think it's one way, it could be a whole nother way. Get rid of the negative thinking that's stopping you from walking into your purpose. I just came straight out. I know y'all like, wait a minute, you just went in. For those that got on late, I'm just going straight in today because I got to bring on my guest. And my guest, I'm so excited to get her in. So I said, I'm only got a couple more minutes. Here we go. Another thought is bad choices. We're not going to give it away. We're not going to keep it, but we're going to throw it away. It goes in the throwaway basket. It is clear that these bad choices that you have made, is taunting you. I need you to walk into this place where you forgive yourself on this morning. You say, you know what? I have made that choice. It was a choice that I made. It was something that I fell into. It was something that I gave too much of my time to. I should have done this. I should have done that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Listen, today you get an opportunity in order to get to your next space in life is to throw away the bad choices, the taunting of you hearing your own voice tell you that you made a mistake. Yes, you may have, but this is something you got to throw away, the bad choices. I get it. I got something for you though, because I really want to make sure that you understand that this is not just me, but there is a scripture. I always get my backup crew with me. Psalm 44:15. My backup crew say, my confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my faith hath covered me. Listen here. We are burdened with this clutter of this negative thinking, these bad choices, and it's keeping us from accomplishing what God wants you to do. You say, come on, spiritual daughter, teach us. Yes, I am. So we're gonna gather it all up. We're gonna find the 3 baskets and we're gonna put what we need to put in this proper space. And we're gonna relinquish and we're gonna pull ourselves back up and we're gonna walk into a space where I can see clearly now. I can see clearly now the change. I can see clearly now what it is that I have to do. I can see clearly now because I have decluttered this space that I'm calling life. I've decluttered this journey that I'm calling life. I am decluttering this space of purpose that I can't see clear enough because there's stuff everywhere. I am trying to get you to your next. And I'm telling you, you can't get there if you got a lot of stuff in the way. What you got in the way? So we can pray. We can pray. I don't want all this clutter in my life, God. Take it. It's yours. Give it to him. And then ask him, God, help me not to keep piling it up again. I don't want to keep piling up again, right? Because we know how easy it is once something is clean and clear. We know how it goes. We are now in the space of piling back up. God, let me be able to make better choices. Lord, let my thoughts become positive thoughts. Even when something in front of me say it is, let me think of it a different kind of way. Renew my mind, God. Come on. If y'all are on my Facebook, let me say y'all say hello, because I didn't say hello to y'all this morning. I just went straight in. I didn't have no time because I need to get my guests in. Here's another thing you can get away and declutter is your messy heart. Yeah. Some of y'all got some messy hearts y'all need to tap into and declutter. Yes. Some of you got some stinking thinking. We talked about that declutter. But guess what? Once you start putting on some of the things that you can't keep, because there's some stuff inside of you that you need to keep. You need to be able to keep because God has created you to be amazing. God has created you. He didn't make no mistake on who you are. He didn't make no mistake at how you are. He didn't make no mistake. So yes, there are some things in you that you keep. right? Number one, you keep your relationship with God, right? We don't throw that away. But we keep the experiences that we went through so we can be able to make the right choices moving forward, right? Yes, we keep the smile on our face. We work hard to make sure that we're able, we keep those things. We keep the tenacity. We keep the resilience. Some of y'all don't even know how resilient y'all are. All y'all know is that y'all figured out how to survive every day in life. That's all you know. All you know is that you had to get up and figure out how to eat. That is resilience. Listen, you keep those things and you allow it to work out for your good. You hold on to those things and you let it work out for your good, because your purpose, listen, we walking into our next. I don't care if I'm your midwife and I'm helping you, you walking into your next. If I got to come and ride up to your house, you walking into your next. So, hey, that's it. That's all I got, because my next guest is here, and she may know what it is. She listen here. She knows what it's like to come up to the house. She knows what I'm talking about right now. She knows what it's like to make some choices. She knows what it's like to make some decisions. And even her decision today that we're going to have a moment to talk about is her decision to say, listen, there was a situation before me, and I understood that it was my time to be able to help, step in where I can, and be all I needed to be, because I get that, guess what? I don't live this life for just the blessings to be by myself, but the fact that I got people attached to my destiny. I don't go after life to have all the glitz and glam and the good and all this other thing and not be able to bless somebody else. I don't live life that way. I live life on purpose. But I'm clear. I know we didn't talk about decluttering. I'm sure she had to declutter some things. I'm sure she had to stop some things. I'm sure she had to move some things out of the way in order for her to be walking in a purpose, because she's in a purposeful position as a guardian of one of my amazing young people. This position is full of purpose. And I'm telling you, it's in the end that God gonna show you, hey, that it was all worth it. Decluttering and getting rid of and moving some things aside and not doing no more. Why? Because it's not serving you in this season. I am excited today. And so, without further ado, for those that are getting on, I did this before, like I'm making noise, like we got a crowd coming. Woo, put your hands together for my guest today, Donice. Donice, lullaby.
Hi, hey y'all.
Hi, good morning or afternoon. I always do that. How you doing this day?
I am well. How are you?
I am good. Listen, we're going to do our chat. I promise you we're not going to do it long. We're going to just go right in. We first talk about this red, white, and blue that I put on. I see you got your blue on today. It is Veterans Day, y'all. And so I wanted to wear this because I have a veteran in my home. I say I live with the chief. Honey, the chief is my husband. So shout out to my husband. And now because of him, I have so many, we call them like play brothers. So shout out to all my play brothers and my sisters, my play sisters who have served. Also, we actually have one of our girls that was on she did the CBS piece with me, Jalea. And so Jalea have graduated from boot camp, and now she's in school right now. I'm going to graduate there. So today I was able to say Happy Veterans Day to her for the first time. And so we're so excited that you are here today. And like I said, I'm not going to keep you long because I know you're a busy lady. Okay. Did I not bring my glasses with me today? You know, I normally got something in my little studio to bring out my glasses, but the glasses you got on look pretty amazing today. Are those from the John Wesley line?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. So for those that are in Chicago, real quick, I want to make sure we push this out here before we start getting out there. The John Wesley line, I had wore those green ones because I felt like, okay, I want to wear something that I know none of y'all have. And so, yes. I'm my exclusive John Wesley's. Well, those I think like the second day, I'm like, I'll put these on. But for those that are in Chicago, for those that are able to drive, you actually have a location. Tell us where that location is at.
So we are in the Beverly area on 107-107-35 South on Western Avenue in Chicago. If y'all are familiar with DeCola's, we are exactly right across the street from DeCola's.
Oh my goodness. So I need y'all to get there. I need y'all to go look at the glasses, especially around the holidays. It's coming. People, here's the person who I do know love glass. There are some people that just won't. My mother is a glass. There are some people that are just glasses people. My mother won't go nowhere without at least two pair. Like I was just in Chicago and I was like, can I wear one? She at least two pairs. It's somewhere. It's here. So the glasses are not only there. You got all kinds. You have sunglasses, which is classic shades, but you also have glasses they can wear like for a scene. They could use them and change the prescription and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah, so we do sell fashion glasses, we sell readers, we sell computer glasses, we sell cycling glasses, we sell swimming goggles, all things.
Wow. Anything to protect the eyes, right? Listen,
Yes.
speaking of this, so you got this protection thing down packed, right? And so you have an assignment to protect a young lady that is a part of the organization that I love, and it has, of course, I don't want to be like founded, but yeah, a part of my baby crew. And so you have this assignment to protect and to be there for one of our girls, Janika. And so let's start off by saying when did we first meet? Because guys, I need y'all to walk through this. When did we first meet? When did you remember?
I remember it was right before COVID because Janika came with me full time right before the whole COVID shut down. And so I was thinking, I was like, hey, we got to get you a mentor because you got to, somebody got to talk to you besides me. You're going to get sick of me, girl. And so but then I said, hey, well, let's find something else. I'm a philanthropist. So I say, well, hey, I'll find an organization where you can get a mentor and then I can also, volunteer. And
Yeah.
so, yeah. So, I just don't believe in just take. You got to give something back. So that's when we came across the America's Big Sisters. And then we had the interview and then we came to the first vision. The vision board? Yes.
Yes. First meeting her was pretty awesome, right? Just kind of her spirit, her energy. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, you see someone and you're looking at Janika, and I'm like, Janika, you got winner all over you already, right? You walking and winning. That is, you got to know that about yourself. So I was so excited. There was a couple things you just said. You said, hey, when I signed up, I didn't sign up to say, okay, I just want to be a part of it for her, but there's opportunities for me. And I can't tell you while we're on here now how amazing you have been to help us in our and even in our development of this space, right? Because it was just as well as it was new to Janika, it was new for us as an organization to add these moving parts to it. But you have been there volunteering, going with us, going shopping, helping us in these meetings, helping us figure out new ideas and new ways. Even when it came to the Guardians, we started a Guardian class all because you said it. You was like, hey, how about getting them on the phone? How about doing this? Listen, during COVID, we were trying to pull out all things to just, okay, maybe they'll come in because of this, right? We were pulling it, right? And so when you brought that up, I was like, okay, Miss Diane, let's put you on charge of getting the Guardians in conversation, right? Let them share resources, let them pray together, all because you gave this suggestion and this advice. So I want to be able to give you a flowers today to say thank you as one of our number one volunteers in the program, right? Right when we're here to serve you have served us way greater in your space of just saying, here, I'm just here to help. You even transported some of the girls sometimes. Like, okay, a few more of them. You have been amazing. And so with that, I thank you because listen, you had to make a decision, and your decision was, okay, let's add more people to the village. That was the second thing you mentioned. You said, listen, there's a lot that I can help you with, but I understand that we're going to need a village for this situation. And so I want to add more to the village. That's an issue that some of our guardians, and even if you're talking, and I'm talking to parents, whoever, we miss the opportunity of understanding that it still takes a village, right? So kudos to you for allowing us to even be a part of your village. And again, it is a village. I think Mary get on. It's a village to help. And then again, we all, I think, in the end is going to see, I'm sure we're going to be all popping our collar because Miss Janika she ain't going to disappoint. We ain't going to let her disappoint. We're going to bring her down. We're going to get her. And so, so we met. we did that. We had that session. Our progression in our relationship and everything that was happening. Tell me, here's a question. What is your thought overall at how we have been able, like, to work with Janika? Like, what is your thoughts on the program itself?
So it was kind of twofold for me because once Janika, when she came to me full time, she was very shy, very confident. I mean, but very not too much confidence. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'm gonna need some help with this. And
Yes.
yes, I'm like, I'm gonna need some help
She
with
wasn't talking. I remember you telling me that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, she was not talking. She was, she's been through a lot. So
Yeah.
it's hey, we gotta, deal with this so that you can go on and be great because I know you're gonna be great. So I wanted to make sure that we work together, got all of the tools and stuff to help her get her where she needs to be. But I think for the program for America's Big Sisters, it has impacted Janika so much. I mean,
Yeah.
from the moment she met you, I remember we left, we got in a car, and I was like, hey, so I was excited, right? I was like, this is cool. Part of me was excited. Part of me was like, how did I not know this group of underserved girls existed?
Yeah.
How did I not know this? I volunteer my time, my talent, my resources all the time. But here it is, not just a space I found myself in, but when I just started looking at my life, I was like, I know many girls like this. And, like, how did I not know, like, they needed help? And so
Yeah.
I made it my mission that I am going to help this organization as much as I can. But to see you guys pour into Janika, the workshops, she said to me the first day that we left you, she said, I'm going to be okay. If she can do it, she said, you share with her your story and you gave her hope.
Yes.
And she said that. I didn't say, hey, did she give you hope? Those were her words.
Yeah.
And for her to say that, I knew then we were all in because if she thought nobody else was going through this but her, for her to meet you and say, hey, she did this. She went through exactly some of the things that I've gone through. And look at her. If she could do it, I could do it. So you
Yes.
definitely, I see you in the trenches. I see you pulling out all stops. Like you said, we're on the calls. We're talking. We're figuring it out. You're not just saying you're America's Big Sister. Like you in the trenches with these girls. And they are their lives are definitely impacted by it. So I tell you all the time, if you think that you want to stop, I don't know how you're gonna do it.
I know. I'm ready every time. You see, because you're on the calls, and I'm like, okay, y'all, this is,
like, you can't. I know for myself the impact that you have on these young ladies, and I'll even take just one. I see just one because you have impacted our lives and our family. Just by Janika, she jumps on those girl chat calls by herself. I don't tell her. She's telling me, oh, I got a call with Miss Ebony today. Oh, we're talking to the therapist today. Oh, we're talking about boys today. Oh, Miss Wade, she got raw with it. Like she is very excited and she is definitely applying these things to her life. So it's amazing to actually watch her grow.
Oh my God. I got people saying stuff now like, my God. Somebody say Janika's one of Ebony. Janika's one of my faves. Of course, Janika she want to move Janika to KC. I told them they can't get no. I said, see, Janika, you'll be like Kiki going over every house every day. So no, we are so happy. I know we did this space of giving her a mentor originally, and then now what I did was I said it was sitting down with her. I think even when it came to switching things, people don't know that I listened to them. It was sitting down with her. We were at some event and she just was like, man, I wish I had a closer relationship with my mentor. And I remember saying, okay, ain't not a damn one of them gonna ever say that again. My heart was so broke that day. I was like, no. I said, Ebony, you are there. They all of them will always have a mentor. And we gonna have them, even if we gotta do one and we just gotta keep them on staff and they're gonna just have to stay on staff because and I remember switching that gear and sitting there, like so much has so much of what we've done has been around both you and Janika and your participation and how you guys have been a voice, right? A lot of times we don't hear the people that we're servicing enough. We got to listen to the people that we're servicing. And this is to every nonprofit, every lead person. Listen to, because I was able to sit down and tell her my story at what I went through at that time and what I needed at that time. And at the end of the day, I get that this season may need something different. And hearing her say, listen, I needed that. Listen, if I was raised up just for Janika to do this organization, just for Janika, guess what? I'm doing it. I am loyal to just that faithfulness to what God says. Guess what? Janika ain't graduated yet, so we still got to figure something out. Okay. So that's the conversation we had the other day. But you mentioned that you talked about the organization and how it has been impactful in her life and that now she gets on her own. That had been a big deal for us. That was a big deal for us, is that our young people getting excited to get on just because they want to. So I just want to say kudos to her, because she desires. That's a sign of somebody that says, I desire to be better. I want to be better. And whatever is being poured out, I want it. I need this so I can be a better me. And not only that, it's a community. So I love the fact that she takes advantage of the community. So everybody in all the other cities that do get on, they feel that they all know Janika. Like that. They feel like all of them be like, that's like Janika's their prayer, but like all of them know her, like, if she gets on. So that's why everybody's saying since her calls this year, she's more talkative. I put her on the spot a lot.
Oh yeah.
I'm put on the spot tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. So I put on the spot every time. Like, So even when Ebony hit me and when I was telling her, hey, I want to get Janika, she was like, well, unfortunately, Janika, was not able to come. I said, who? Don't do that. Don't. Send Janika message says one day. It ain't no. So she the only one that I be doing that. I be like, no, ask her one day. Because now ain't no. I gotta pull her out of this, because she is gonna be somebody that's gonna have to speak to the masses. She's somebody's boss. She is a leader. And so with that, as much as I can get her to speak, the more I can get her to talk, the more she can get practice in this thing. I am clear that she's gonna be able to look back and say, America Big Sister had me on every TV channel, everything possible. I'm ready to boss up and be all I need to be, and I don't mind opening up my mouth and speaking. Right. So yeah. Ebony, you keep on jumping in. Let somebody else talk. You're so excited. She said Janika run the group. She the boss now. I know that. She been there. And so here's the thing to you, like the example that you've been able to show her, right? Because you have a lot going on. You've taken the responsibility. Just for those that are watching, you are not her mom, right? You're her aunt, right? And so you're in this space to say, as her aunt, I stepped up and I walked into purpose and I did say yes to this. And again, this wasn't something you sat back and you've been knowing for years this was going to happen. So there's been some adjustments for you.
Oh, a lot of adjustments, because I was living my best single lifetime. I mean, but God's plan is what it is. We think that we're making these plans just for her. I had just moved and got all this space. I was like, dressing room, I have my stuff. I ain't got, it's just me doing my
yes. Yes.
Like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. We can do it. We can make it work.
Right. And you've been amazing. Blessing to her. Oh my God. Like, she couldn't ask for someone better to kind of walk her into the greatness that she's gonna, walk into. I mean, if I could have a Donice for all of my girls, I feel like we will all be okay, right? I could have her, if I could have you for every one of the girls that I got, we'll be all right. And not to come against any of the other guardians, but I'm just saying how you was there to make sure she stayed on. But now, like you said, it's easy. We've been now doing this for 2 years with her?
Mm-hmm. 2
yeah.
years.
So you've done an amazing job. Oh, Lori came in. She said you've done an amazing job. What is so crazy is that we know some of the same people, but I've never met you. I've seen something. I was like, how did I never meet her? Like, I know some of the same people. She said, like, Lori just got on. So yeah, So you have, and so we want to make sure you get these flowers now. Someone said kudos. Yes, you get these flowers now. I didn't even go live on Instagram like I would normally do because I totally just been engulfed in our conversation. Um, and so here is the question, and I'm gonna give Instagram this answer, and it's gonna be, why do you do this? And this is going to be kind of that final kind of question, and it's kind of the question we've been asking a lot of our people that get on. Why do you give back, right? So that is a giving back moment. But you could have said no. You definitely could have said no, not nah. I just, like you said, I'm living my best life. I just got my house. Honey, no, that is not a room to be given away. That is my room for all my clothes because I need this. This is what I had in mind for it. That is the purpose for it, right? So yeah, let's see. Let me see if I can go live. And so, as for those that are getting on, I need y'all to know. Someone says, I'm smiling at the admiration shared. Oh, that is so good. I am getting on, guys, and we are closing out the conversation. But before we close it out, for the Instagram followers, I have Donice on the line. And so you'll hear her voice, you won't see her face. That has been amazing guardian to our organization and amazing volunteer to our organization. So in your words, why do you do this? Why do you give back? Why, you know what I mean? And it can be whatever answer, because you don't only give back to us, like you said, you are a philanthropist. Why do you do it?
Well, because somebody's always helped me along the way. I learned a long time ago that the key to success in life, and I know people's always looking for the sauce. People's looking always for that thing that's going to help them be successful. But for me, I found just one thing that you need to do to be successful is to help others. God gives us these tools, these talents, these resources, but he don't mean for us to keep them to ourselves. He mean for us to go out and just share them with the world. And trust me, God loves a cheerful giver. So you continue to give, you're going to continue to receive. And God knows I am abundantly blessed. And it's all because of God. So as long as I can continue to be blessed, I have to give. I have to. There's no other way. He blessed me way more than I deserve. I don't even deserve some of these blessings he gave.
Yes.
Deserve it. But God, he sees all. He's the only one that sits high and looks low. So he sees us all. So that's what I found to be my key to success, to help others. And it took me a while to realize, like, okay, you just can't just help people. But I just make sure that, hey, if God put it on my heart, sometimes I'm like, really, just what you want me to do, God? This what
Yes.
But I try to be obedient, and I try to say, okay, I'm on assignment here. This is this is where he sent me. This is what I'm to do. And I just try to do his will and on my own. I just push Donice out the way and just let God have his way with me.
Wow. You know what, you said a lot. I think, when I wrote here, it was the obedience part for me. You're saying that, listen, as a person that right, because you're not in a space of, even when it comes to us in our program, right? You are someone that don't necessarily, you don't need the funding, right? That ain't why you signed up. So we'll always ask the question, have you ever paid to be a part of the program?
No.
Right. So you never pay to be a part of the program. There's no fee. There's no charge for
no, absolutely not.
Right. And here's the reality is, you're not one that got in because there was some pain. You know what I'm saying? You didn't, every time something will come about, you will be giving. You'll be like, no, it's okay. Like, no. I'm like, no, we send all of our girls a gift card. You'd be like, it's not okay. All right, I'm gonna let you do your thing. Okay. And so even when it comes to it, you get the purpose, right? So you get the purpose on our Christmas shopping. You understand it's a time for them to be together and fellowship together. You get the reason, right? It's not because of the dollars, right? We raise the dollars, but that's not why you do it. And so you're saying, listen, I am someone that I can do all this by myself, but knowing that I know the impact that it's having on her life, I want to be a part of it. So you say you are obedient to God. That part, the fact that you sit still enough to have a relationship with God, number one. that you recognize that he's the one that has blessed you. And it wasn't because you're so smart, because y'all on Instagram, y'all can't see how smart she look right now. Looking so smart. She looked like I know she worked in the medical space, but she looked like she is the executive of the whole hospital right now, and so we get that at the end of the day, you're saying, with all the blessings that I have, I still sit silent. I still hear God. God places on my heart who to give to. I am obedient now to give. I am clear about where I sow. I don't sow my seed everywhere. I don't sow my seed in any places. I sow when God tells me to sow. I don't question the seed. I just be obedient. And I think that's the part that we are missing in our day to day. When we talked about, when I talked about at the top of the call, decluttering and things to keep and things not to keep the space of obedience. You know what obedience look like. You've been a child before. You know when your mother have said something. You know when your father has said, you've had to be obedient to what they've said. At the end of the day, get in a silent enough place so you can hear the voice of God, and you can get to such a place to where, like, you basically say you're in such a place with God to where he'll tell you to do something, you be talking back. Get into a place. Get into a place where you can talk back. You okay, God? Hold on. We gotta have a conversation, right? We can't get into it. We are missing the moment, and we're missing a lot of the opportunities we have in order to walk into purpose and in order to get greater, because greater is what we're declaring in this season. We are missing the tools it takes to get there. And so I thank you for this tool today. I thank you for dropping the tool to everybody that's on the line. She just gave us a tool, and the tool is get yourself in a relationship with God where you're obedient, where you can listen, you can hear, you can follow through, you can have conversations with them. And at the end of the day, you can watch God give and do what he do with it. Because our God is a God that multiplies. Okay. He is a God that multiplies, right? We talk about press down, shaking together, and run it over. Listen, we talk about it all the time, but have we ever seen it in our lives? And I'm telling you, I have, yes. And now you're saying, listen, I have too. Listen, I may have given, and I'll use dollars because that's what we know, but there are so many other ways to give. I may have given my time to an organization. I gave them a whole 8 hours. Next thing I know, I got like 16, now he done doubled and tripled. I got like 20 hours off my job. They didn't gave me God got all kinds of ways to give it back. We missing the opportunity, though, to know that he's a multiplier, and he will multiply your gifts. So that's it for us today. I hit you at 12:37. I kept you longer. Is there anything that you want to say that you may have not? You're going to ask me this question. I was ready for it. Anything else that you want to add at all to the call before we leave?
The only thing I would add, I know that we've been gearing up for the Giving Tuesday, and I know people are probably looking for something that's tangible, something that So I am here to tell you guys, if you are looking for an organization, please join me in my efforts. I'm telling you, she just not sitting on this call looking cute, representing for Veterans Day. She is in the trenches. She is not the founder that you're never going to see in this organization.
Yes.
She's down there with these girls, and she keeps it about the girls, and she keeps the focus on them, and that's what matters. And these girls, they need this. They need us. Hey, we've been young girls. We know what it's like to be a teenage girl. I know what it's like to be a teenage girl. So to see these young ladies and to see them blossom, because not just Donica, she's not the only one.
Right.
It's focused on Donica in this organization. I'm making an effort to make sure I know all these girls. And I work.
Yes.
I want to make sure that that she makes sure that she's in there and they know her, and she picks up the phone. Like, y'all, she is really in the trenches, and all it takes is just one. So if you are looking for an organization, I know she probably not gonna say it, she's sweet like that, but I'm gonna say it, join me, because I definitely will be gearing up for Giving Tuesday. So if you are looking for a space, an organization, if you don't remember the name, just hit me up.
Right? They'd be like, "Who's that organization?"
Right. I will remind you.
So no, I'm the big sister. So I always tell people, remember, I'm the big sister. I'm America's big sister. That's it. Just remember that. Remember me. So thank you so much, guys. I am getting love. Everybody give her a hand. Give some hearts if you're watching. She did amazing today. Touch Janika tomorrow. We're gonna make it light. We're gonna make it fun. Because she is on tomorrow. And
Yeah, I know.
on Saturday because she don't have to go to school. And so we're gonna have her on to just talk. And I'm tell her I'm gonna give her a call so you can be ready. She can be ready. I'll make sure
Okay.
she. All right. So love
All
you.
right. Love
See
you.
you
Bye.
later. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
And so I'm removing her off so I can get you guys the information necessary in order to do this. We just had for those Instagrammers that just got on through this gearing up season. We're gearing up for Giving Tuesday, and it's my job to get at least some of the people on this phone line on this live so y'all can see what we've been doing all year long. If you notice, this year I have not been on my social media, so you do not see or you could not see me talking about I've been MIA, but listen, the work is being done. I've been MIA on social media because there was some work for me to do on ground. And so this is the opportunity to talk about what we've been doing on the ground. And so guys, that was just one of our guardians that got on. We got plenty more. We got a lot of guardians out there that I said I was going to try to bring another one on before I'm done because I mean, the schedule is already packing up with people saying, I'll go live. I'll tell the testimony at how the organization has been a blessing. I can't speak for myself. I'm not the type that's going to be popping my collars what I'm doing. No, at the end of the day, I'm doing this live so y'all can hear of some people that give back and is doing some amazing things. So for those that are still on, because some of y'all did still stay on, thank y'all so much. I'm going to send the banner for those that's on my Instagram. I'm sorry, those that's on my Instagram, y'all just got to hear the ways of giving. But those that are still on my Facebook or YouTube, here's some of the ways of giving. We have 2 apps you can go to, which was Giveify app. Most of you guys are familiar with that. You'll do America's Big Sister, and I'm in Illinois. Or you can do the Cash app, which is ABSF4. So you can definitely do the Cash app. And again, we're gearing up for Giving Tuesday, but you can give before that day. The information again for texting, you can always text the words Giving Tuesday to 54244. Just text the word Giving Tuesday to 54244. That's another way to give, which is an easier way. People are excited about that text to donate. Or listen, the website is always open, americasbigsisters.com. You can always go there. But listen, y'all, I am done. I have put on my red, white, and blue today in honor of Veterans Day. I have came, I have saw, I have conquered. And so that is it for me. So I bless you guys. I thank you guys, and know that again, I am good seed to sow in. So definitely don't forget to give. For my givers that find themselves on Instagram, here's what I want you to know is that today we talked about decluttering. And we want you to, I always try to give some kind of coaching moment for you guys. But for those that got on late, I need you guys to declutter for the next step and the next place you need to be in. And the things that I talk about decluttering was bad thoughts, throw that thing away. Negative thinking, throw that thing away. And we talked about some things to keep, right? You got your 3 areas that you need to sit down to throw away, to keep, or to give away. Some of us need to give away some things, right? We can let go of some things. Let go of some things, right? Give it away, right? There are some things that you are not, you have, there are some things that you were purpose for, right? In the past, right? But God has shifted you in your purpose, and now there's another place you need to go. But the place that you was at in the past does not mean that that purpose place can't be given to someone else. How many of you are finding an opportunity to say, hey, I have, you know what, it has blessed me. Let me give it to you so it can bless you. These policies and procedures that I've used in this space, guess what? Let it bless you. My beginning stages of being a beautician. Let me help you because now I am an owner. Now I am the boss. Like, how many of us taking some opportunity to pay it forward, give it back, give it away, so I can be in a space to get. So I'm excited, y'all. Listen, that's it for me. I'm for real. This is it for me. That's it. And so I want to make sure though for my social media spaces. I end this broadcast by saying thank you again.